everyone. I am talking to you today from Terry's office. So happy whatever day of Elul this is, I don't even know. I have had kind of a crazy week. Terry's on vacation, so I'm filling in for her, and I have a deep appreciation for what she does here. And also, it's a great reminder of how crazy it is to be working and not be away from home. And so it's given me some new insights, and that's what I wanted to make this video today and make sure to post it for you guys. So the first thing I think I have to address is how quickly, and this is going to be about food and nutrition and eating, and I think a lot of you know I'm on Weight Watchers and making a lot of connections between that. So one of the first things I realized today was that I've not made a very good food plan for the week. And it's mostly because I didn't plan ahead, even though I knew this was coming. And I realized how quickly I have given up my long-term goals, things of eating correctly, making sure that I plan for my food, having water, drinking my water, getting my steps in, posting, even on here and other sites that I use to support me. How quickly those things have been put aside for this work over here that somehow I deemed important or more important than these other things. So I had to ask myself, what is it that made me do that? And the only thing that I can put my finger on is, it's like Brene Brown says, it's my ego. My hustler, my ego, wants the benefit of the kudos and the support of doing a good job and filling in and answering questions. And I have to say, it's been a while since I've been working, formally working, and it's nice to have something to focus on. So I started saying to myself, how fascinating that I would be willing to give up long-term goals and long-term success for a short-term hustle. And yet, isn't that how our ego works every day? What other choices, what other things am I doing where I am deliberately or maybe unconsciously choosing my ego's desire for now, look at this, for giving up my other long-term things? That's going to be something I'm going to be thinking about and doing some more speaking about ego. I told you it'd be coming up. You can't go deep without looking at that ego. The other thing that I thought was interesting, my other aha moment, is that I lost 0.8 pounds this week. Yay! And the reason I say yay is because any loss is good, but also because I really thought I was going to gain this week. For various reasons, it was a weird week. Like I said, I haven't been doing all my things I'm supposed to do. So when I went and weighed in, I had a mindset that I'm going to gain. And so when I lost, I was like, wow, that's awesome. I'll totally take that 0.8 weight loss. Now, ironically, a few weeks ago, when I was doing everything quote unquote right, and I only lost 0.4 or 0.8 or whatever it was, I was devastated. I felt like this program doesn't work, and it's not worth it, and all of those things. So isn't that interesting, depending on which side I'm standing on? If I'm expecting a bigger loss, then a 0.8 is not good enough. But if I'm expecting a gain, a 0.8 is amazing. Same thing. And yet, because of my mindset and where I was at, the result was different. So I thought to myself, and I heard this actually in the meeting that I went to yesterday, there was a story about a woman who came in with the mindset knowing that, hey, she'd had a hard week, she's probably going to gain. She did gain, and yet she felt like she was still a failure, right? And so they were talking about in the meeting, like, why, even if you have a good mindset, can things still feel like a failure? And it made me realize that it's not just mindset, it's also realizing that we're human. And our feelings of shame, our feelings of failure, our feelings of humiliation are all going to come up no matter what we do, no matter what kind of, like I talked about before, armor we put on. We are not immune to that feeling of inadequacy. And so the only thing at the end of the day we can control, the only thing that we can have even an inkling of hope to be able to manage, is our choices. I can't choose what my week is going to look like all the time. I can't choose if my ego is going to interrupt what I think are sane thoughts and healthy living. I can't choose if my body's going to do some weird thing and I'm going to gain weight or lose weight. But every choice I make consciously can help guide my steps for the future. And sometimes those choices come down to second, from minute to minute. And I'm not even going to say decisions. I think there's a big difference between making a decision and making a choice. Decisions, I think, kind of go into some of the why conversation, and I really want to get back to that because I was really fascinated by the responses around why, so we'll talk about that. But choices. And so those are the two things I'm going to look at and think about over the next 24 hours. Where is my ego interrupting my choices? And how can my choices help my ego get what she needs and also keep from derailing me from where I want to go? So with that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please be safe. I know it is so smoky. That's another thing we can't control, right? The only thing we can do is make good choices to keep ourselves well. And I just hope that you have and are having a blessed Elul so far. All right, more later. Bye.